Hello everyone, this is Jack Frost with an update for natural gas as per a member's request. Before we get into it, I want to say that I am currently doing gold 5 times a week with a video at the end of each week. If that's something you're interested in, you can sign up for that membership today at pureelliottwave.com. Overall price has continued to increase as the Elliott wave count expects, with increased upwards movement in the near future. On the main weekly chart, price has previously broken out of this Elliott channel drawn around cycle wave 2. Now moving away somewhat, expected to be the start of cycle wave 3 with minor waves 1 and 2 within intermediate wave 1 of primary wave 1 over just here and here. This Elliott channel having been breached with price now moving away is a strong signal that the bear market is most likely over at this low here where cycle wave 2 is labeled to be complete. Any second wave corrective movement within cycle wave 3 cannot move below its start at 1.947, and cycle wave 3 has a target calculated at 24.226, the 2.618 Fibonacci ratio of cycle wave 1. On the main daily chart with the end of cycle wave 2 just over here, price has increased with overlapping first and second waves on minor, minute and minuet degrees. Now expecting sub-minuet wave 2 within minuet wave 3 of minute wave 3 to move slightly lower, potentially finding support at the lower edge of this best fit channel before increasing for overlapping third waves at minor, minute, minuet and sub-minuet degrees. No second wave corrective movement within minuet wave 3 can move below its start at 2.424. These overlapping first and second waves at these degrees suggest an increase in upwards momentum. This best fit channel has a few tests across, with a few near tests here and there. This chart is on an arithmetic scale. This channel does have good technical significance given its long held range and multiple tests. If the upper edge is breached, look for a pullback towards support before price may then move away. Minute wave 3 has a target calculated at 3.194. the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio of minute wave 1. On this daily alternate, this alternate sees minor wave 1 over here and minor wave 2 over here, now expecting an increase in price for minor wave 3. On this alternate, minor wave 1 subdivides well as a leading and expanding diagonal, with minor wave 2 being an expanded flat. A base channel is drawn around the current movements, drawing a line from the beginning of minor wave 1 to the end of minor wave 2 with a copy on the end of minor wave 1. Minor wave 3 is expected to breach this channel to the upside. When a breakout occurs, there will be confirmation in minor wave 3 having begun. And within minor wave 3, no second wave correction can move below its start at 2.424. This wave count differs from the main one, where the main one expects minor wave 3 to be in the middle, and this one expects it to have just begun, explaining some of the lower momentum and choppier action as of late. This alternate also considers the slightly less common leading and expanding diagonal for minor wave 1, which somewhat reduces its probability. Minor wave 3 has a target calculated at 3.956, the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio of minor wave 1. On the technical weekly charts, price has moved somewhat away from support at 2.75. Volume profile is bullish with stronger volume on the green candlesticks, pushing price higher. On balance, volume has broken out of resistance, giving a weak bullish signal. This signal is somewhat weaker because the resistance line had only 2 tests and was quite shortly held. RSI and money flow neutral. ADX is declining, showing no clear trend, with stochastics neutral and ATR declining. Overall, this supports the Elliott wave count. On the technical daily charts, price has moved away from support at 2.65, with volume declining as price falls, with a slight push on recent red candlesticks. On balance, volume has no new range, giving no signal. ADX is increasing, though below 15, giving no clear trend, with RSI and money flow both neutral. Stochastics is increasing, with price moving up, potentially finding resistance at 2.65, where price will meet resistance and stochastics may enter overbought. This model expects the upward swing to continue towards that point. As ADX is increasing though below 15, if it does reach 15 and continues to increase, it will be the strongest bullish signal it can give, which would support the Elliott wave count well. That's all for me with your update for natural gas. I hope everyone has a good weekend.